Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lockbeard Random Live, number 25, Little Entertainment. Let's see who's here. Mr. Lee, welcome. Icon, welcome. Tom Paul Cajun. Yeah, you were here, Icon. CrapTube unsub me from this channel. I missed tonight's show. I'm pissed off. Yeah, that's not the first time I've heard that. Hopefully everyone recognizes that that's probably because YouTube is trying to censor certain information, and there's things that certain authorities don't want you to know, and I've been talking about it, and so they pull these little tricks out, I think, to try and limit what I'm doing here. So I don't know what we can do other than people just make sure that, and check all your channels that might be talking about the issues they don't want people to know about, because they could be unsubbing you from things and not know. I mean, if you have a lot of sub channels that you're sub to, they could be unsubbing some and you don't ever realize it. So that's what they do. They're trying to manipulate the narrative. Let's see. Mr. Lee says, I'm just watching Hoaxer Biscardi. Give me a chance to catch up. Well, if you don't want to watch Random Live tonight, it's going to be kind of stupid. So you go ahead and watch that if you want. Sorry you weren't there in the chat. There was definitely some pushback, and I'm expecting that. I'm expecting to see people push back about that, because they've been a believer in certain so-called Bigfooters and so long that they can't tolerate you exposing that they're hoaxers, liars, thieves, and there's just so many. There's so many. I can't run out. Every day I got different folks telling me stuff and things I didn't even know about in many cases. Like, it's a big deal. There's a lot of people out there looking to scam people like us who are interested in Sasquatch and other cryptids and paranormal stuff, and we want to know the truth. And those people are looking to mislead in some case, to just use you to generate income. The whole thing with, I've heard of a number of people making criminal death threats towards people. So I was told today that there was one person who showed up at people's homes. Just these are just despicable, scummy people, and they need to be taken on straight on. And I know that most of these people, that maybe they think somewhat along the lines that I do, that we need to sort this kind of crap out, but they're going to play it on the safe side. They're going to be a little nice about it. I got sick of that. I'm sick. You guys are doing great. You got to fill your role, but someone's got to come out here and call these motherfuckers out and not be apologetic about it, and don't give a fuck if it pisses anyone off. And so if people, look, if you don't like this, it's going to be Lockbeard Phenomena doing that on that deal. It's not really a Lockbeard Random Live thing, but it could be if you guys direct the chat there. But I'm not here to make friends with every goddamn body. I'm here because I'm sick of being fucking lied to. I'm sick of watching these hokers funnel money that could go to legitimate research into their pockets, just being parasites on the Bigfoot community. I'm sick of this fucking shit. And I don't care if how they come in my chat and call me names. I don't care if they make a death threat, that, hey, bring it, you fucks. Bring it. I don't give a fuck. You're not scaring everybody. Some of these criminal bastards. I mean, you goddamn shit. they're trying to attack other cryptid channels for asking tough questions. Just asking tough questions. They're not doing anything. They're not doing what I'm doing here. They're not just straight up calling these fucks out. That shit over on where they tried to put something up on Squash Talk's screen to get his channel shut down. Just bullshit like that. If I can find out who did that, that'll be a good night. Whoever did that, I hope you covered your trail really well. Banning, taking down the shows of people like Pat and others because they just said something slightly they didn't like. Meanwhile, you got Bigfoot Odyssey over here that still has DDoS episodes up. This domestic abuser, he's in jail for a reason. You're certainly cool with keeping company with that guy and keeping him on your channel. That's not what I want to do now. We're supposed to have some fun, goddammit. Somehow I knew you would go on after that. Oh, man. Yeah. How goes it, sir? Goes good, Icon. What's up, man? Hello, chat friend. Sandra Piper, hello. Mr. Lee. Lester, what's up, man? Yeah, we're getting all the highs through. How far behind have I already in chat? Jesus. I'm not in a good mood, Tom Paul says. Why not, man? Speak it. Hey, you can say whatever you want up in here, man. As long as you're comfortable being exposed, because look, some of these channels I'm calling out, they got spies up in this bitch. Just so you know, they got spies up in this bitch, laying low and running back and reporting, oh, they're doing this over there. So, just be aware, And I understand anyone out there that doesn't want to associate too heavily with this channel. I understand. I get it because I'm pushing some limits. Let's see here. I call it Doug Tin Apple syndrome. 3 bells. So I was unsubbed from Lockbeard. Yeah, YouTube's trying to manipulate us, man. So I got to walk kind of a fine line. I'm trying to push the limits best I can, but it's not going to do any of us any good if I get completely shut down. That could happen. So I'm going to try. That's why I was so mad at Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's show he was pushing the limits a little bit. There were some of those subjects they didn't want people talking about. Some of those things they didn't want on YouTube, but he was too big and they couldn't just shut him down. The outcry would be too big. So, somebody came up with a way to shut him up on YouTube, offer him enough money to go over to Spotify. And then they took down all of his shows on YouTube, and then but they didn't put all the shows over on Spotify, like Alex Jones. Now I think Alex Jones is about half crackpot. Don't get me wrong, but goddamn it, let the guy speak. Why are you taking off some of Joe Rogan's shows? Why you didn't? What are you trying to hide? It makes me wonder if maybe some of the stuff, and I know for a fact that some of the things, at least Alex Jones was saying, are true. But so if I do go forward with at some point in the future doing a one-on-one interview type show, like that, and trying to get I want to get some of those types of guests, and but I ain't got Joe Rogan's clout, so it's going to be a hard road. I'll have to be very careful. So, you know, and I don't know, you know, you guys, you just kind of got to watch. They'll unsub you from certain people. Let's see here. Lester says, Great Lock Bears talk Arkansas Bigfoot. He probably will sometime in the future on Lockbeard Phenomena. Bigfoot Anon says, hey everyone, about to start Malignant. Raptors, no idea, I missed everything. Raptor says, Bigfoot Anon, do you have a link? Icon says, Raptor Blue Howdy, don't think he's mad at me, at least anyways. At least me. At me leastways. No. Did Raptor think he was mad? Not anyone here really, unless one of you is one of the spies for, you know, Bullshit Odyssey or Hidden Exaggeration or one of those other channels. Then yeah, I'm mad at you. But I was also laughing at you. You bedded it down with the part of the Bigfoot community that's not helping move the ball down the field. So the joke's on you, and don't think he's mad at me this way. That went in twice, didn't it? Is he talking about Patrick? No. It's cool. Patrick's cool, man. Daniel says, "Is it Groundhog Day? I thought I just saw you live, man. I've been awake too long." Well, Daniel, I've got basically 3 different shows on. Lockbeard Phenomena is on every Saturday night at 6, and that's supposed to stick to like high strangeness, you know, Bigfoot, cryptids, paranormal. That kind of thing. I try to keep it on that subject. Sometimes it gets a little diverted, but I try to keep it on that subject. And then Random Lives about a wide variety of subjects. It doesn't have there's not a specific time. I just, whenever I feel like going live, I'm not too tired and I got time and all that, you know, stars align, right? And then I'll do Random Live. Hopefully, eventually, I'll have basically the same type of thing going on, except it'll be a regular called Lockbeard Stock and Barrel. And so, you know, the reason why I'm naming it separately is because that way, you know, people will know when to expect it. This, you don't know when to expect it. Could happen anytime. So I like the idea of being, you know, having a set schedule when I can. But Lockbeard Stock and Barrel hasn't started yet. Some things got to happen before I can do that. The one-on-one interview show, and that that will be, I don't know if that will be a regularly scheduled. I want it to be, but it may be hard because if I'm interviewing people, I kind of got to work with their schedule when they can do it and stuff like that. So I may not be able to do that and may not be able to do it live. So I don't know, but that will be called Lockbeard No Lockdowns. And, you know, I picked that, you know, not just because of the word correlation, but because I want it to be made abundantly clear I am not in favor of these lockdowns. And so, but the other show that I just started doing just for people that want like shorter chunks of stuff. Because I know a lot of people don't want to sit through, 2, 3, up to 5 hour live stream, which Random Live has been up to 5 hours. That's called Lockbeard in brief. So that'll be, and those will be at random times, So that's kind of what's going on up in this channel here. So yeah, I had Lockbeard Phenomena was on tonight, but I felt like going ahead and doing a random live. So here we are. Well, I better work on this chat. Yeah, it is, Tom Paul. It's ridiculous. We're in 1940s Germany up in here. They're trying to manipulate us and control speech and control what kind of entertainment you have and what kind of information you can get. If people are watching, Raptor says, you and going back telling other channels, I wouldn't worry about it too much. They will get over it. Yeah, it's just scummy. I'm not worried about it. I fully expect them to try at some point to cause me problems. And guess what will happen? I will overcome those problems, and I'll come back harder. And I'll come back harder. I know it's somebody that I was coming down on. So I'll just come down harder on everybody. I'm sick of their lies. I'm sick of them sucking the life out of the Bigfoot community. Even though a lot of people don't feel that, maybe some people are happy with the fantasy world that they've constructed in their head, and they like these channels out there that cater to that instead of looking for the actual truth. Earlier tonight on Phenomenal, at the end, towards the end there, somebody said, you didn't say anything positive about anybody. What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't say anything positive about anybody. What about the Squatch Talk? Something to Sasquatch about. I posted a link for Central Florida Bigfoot and said, hey, this is why I didn't want to step on it. Everybody go over there. Nikki's Cologne show, played the freaking trailers for a channel. What do you mean I didn't say anything positive about anybody else? God damn it. You were just pissed because I know what you were pissed about. But you know what? If you don't like what I'm doing here, get the fuck out. I'm not for you. I'm not for you. It's not a goddamn popularity contest. I'm here to sort out some bullshit. And I wasn't even planning on starting my channel. It was just I was running into so much bullshit from these other Bigfoot channels. It just kind of, I was like, you know what? I've been playing around with the idea for starting a channel since 2005, and I just like, no, it takes so much time, and it's all this, and there's money. It's fuck it. I need to get my voice. Need to get my voice out. They were trying to shut me down. Chat after chat after chat banning me, and they sent, they like, oh, you're being an asshole, blah blah blah, whatever. You know what? Start my own channel. Try to shut me up now. Tom Paul Cage says the whole crap too is messed up, and the infighting don't help. I don't understand calling people out. Maybe I need a break. Well, I mean, they need to be, man. They gotta be. Because they're scamming people, they're defrauding people. You have channels that are sucking up money out of the Bigfoot community to be used for what? What are they doing? They may say, well, at least we're doing something. Yeah, I saw that goddamn comment, Carrie. I saw it. I'm not sure, but I kind of feel like you might have been trying to take a jab at me. That's why I took one back. But uh, he's mad because I'm calling out his channel, and he's sitting up in the Bigfoot community, and what he may be doing something, but what is he really accomplishing? He's in bed with a pareidolia peddler. He keeps a criminal like DDoS on his channel while he removes all the shows or most of the shows with someone who used to be welcome there, but for nothing really, for nothing. Nikki says, "I'll tell you this, Lockbeard, my spider senses definitely goes off around some people." Yeah. Hopefully you can spot the ones. Sometimes it's hard. I don't know that I can always trust it myself, but there are certain ones. Lester says, "I'm new to chats. I'm not new to the subject." Hiveless was live earlier. Funny guy. Yeah, I was going to drop in on there, but I had some, so I barely could. I wasn't hardly able in the chat. I was listening to Central Florida Bigfoot, but I wasn't completely present. Just hit you on Facebook, Nikki. I don't have really. I mean, I have a personal account on Facebook. I don't know that I want to. I hate Facebook. I try to stay off of there. So, Icon says, "I don't understand all the infighting in the Bigfoot community. I would fathom that it's part and parcel to the degradation of society." Yeah, in part, but I've explained why it's happening. They'll try and blame it on me, but whatever. People like me. You're talking about Patrick. What about him exactly? Icon, yeah. Going to need another 6-pack. That's sure I could drink a beer right now. Didn't you get my booty tomato? I haven't checked my emails, man. Sorry. I wish I could give you one, Sandra. Whoops. The dang chat jumped on me big time. If I miss people, the chat jumps. I don't know. They need to fix that. It makes it hard sometimes to keep things in line. Cowboy's here. The Squatching Cowboy. Yeah, there he is. Welcome. What happened to the vid you was putting out today? Cowboy, Flat Rook ask. Well, had some computer problems, so that's why my video didn't upload. Yeah, I was trying to keep it fun tonight. Electricity went out and it quit loading, and it's up to 98% now, so it should be soon. The truth shall overcome, Lester says. I hope so. Who, what, where, when? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Danny says, "Oh my God, I got one for you. Look up Peter Kane dog trainer and his videos. Frozen Bigfoot had DNA, and go get him this. And go get him. This is the hoaxer. I hate the worst." Well, yeah, but like look at more of his videos, and he's not actually trying to hoax. He's being a comedian. If you only watch like certain videos, you'll think, oh, this guy's actually hoaxing. So I think that's why some people think that he's a hoaxer, but he's actually not a hoaxer. He's just being a comedian. Like just watch the one where oh, it's kind of gross. There's one about he's got a menstruating female Sasquatch in the barn. If you watch that, it'll be readily apparent. Okay, this is not the least bit serious. If you got the stomach for it, you'll never eat corn cobs again. Timmy says, I'm sick of 8 face-to-face and 33 encounters, but 0 evidence. Oh, okay, that I get it, Timmy. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't want to go too much into what my problem is with his encounter, but yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Preach, brother Lockbeard. I'll probably do Peter Kane on my show. Yeah, but Peter Kane's not really a hoaxer, though. He really isn't. Flat Rock Booger says stuff like that hurts the truth in Timmy voice. So yeah, you're right about that. Well, he's a calm. Mickey, you absolutely have to do Peter. Y'all started without me. Oh shit. Wrong topic for me. Well, you never know. Barry Browning, welcome. Well, he's a satirical comedian, not a hoaxer, yeah. He would be considered a hoodwink. Yeah. Well, I mean, he has managed to hoodwink. There's a lot of people that think he's a hoaxer, but I think it's because they've only seen certain videos. I don't think he intended to truly do it, but it kind of happened anyway. Tom Paul says there's a lot of bullshit to sort out, Lockbeard. You are going to be at it for a while. Oh yeah. Lester says I saw the vid of him beating his wife, Dee Dawson. Yes, and you know, I've mentioned him before. I threw his picture up and a screenshot of a little bit of like his criminal record or whatever. But might do a show in the future. Kind of focusing on that, but I'm not sure yet. Squash Cowboy says the Peter Kane is a stand-up comedian and makes fun of Bigfoot believers and says his stuff can convince a lot of people and does. Yeah. They need to watch like all of them and then they'll figure out, okay, this is all a joke. Mickey's gonna have a great channel. Yeah. Raptor says King was taking a jab at me because I called him out on a couple other channels about a year ago. Yeah, I don't think he's worth your time. You know, because I don't think he's like a true hoaxer. He's his videos are just a joke. Someone who is truly trying to fool you, now that's what I'm after. Love you, brother. I lived 168. I know what happened, and you're wrong about some of that. Well, if we ever see it, but we'll see. You know, I guess I'll have to watch it, you know. But yeah, Zasky's involved though, and maybe he's gotten lucky and gotten a few legit pictures, maybe. But he's passing off shadows in the woods as a real thing, and you know, just he's a pareidolia peddler. You got to pay to access his website to see these things. So I have a problem with him. Danny, the videos I seen that Kane guy seems serious with his Bigfoot body parts BS. Some of them look serious, they do. And what you said on Central Florida, that was cool. Well, the reason why I did, I wasn't going to say anything, because whatever. But I felt like there was a little jab taken at me, and so I kind of took one back. I hate Facebook also. I'm Bud Taylor on Facebook. I didn't get a request. Scant brother, Timmy boy, what is your beef with Patrick? He's not buying his story. There's part of it I kind of have a problem with too. So, but I'm not gonna. I'm not going to tear into it. If he thinks that's what he saw, I don't know. Daniel says, I'm sick of blurred image. Give me a pit bull and we can find out if the blurred image can run too. Yeah, it's just, some of these people I think are just legitimately looking specifically for, pareidolia. And then they're going to pass off and say, look, you can see the Sasquatch there. They just hide really well, and they got cloaking and all this bullshit that has no proof whatsoever. We haven't seen any kind of cloaking in any other animal like what they're describing with Bigfoot, right? These yahoos saying, oh, they got the hairs that are like the polar bear. Look, you can see a damn polar bear just fine. And it's covered in those hairs. And you're going to sit here and tell me that Bigfoot can bend light around him and disappear like the Predator? You've been watching too many movies. Movies are great, but I'm not buying it. Not buying it. Can it blend in really well? Sure. Blend into the forest really well? Yeah, but it's not disappearing. I've seen nothing to prove that. There's been some claims, and a lot of people seem to like the idea, and, it's like the Predator. Look, bring the proof. Bring real proof. Bring real proof. I have to go back and watch it all. Peter Grant's a funny dude. Yeah, it's hilarious. Some of his videos are a little crude, so, some of y'all may not be cool with some of his videos. Or the one where the female Sasquatch, yeah, that was hilarious. There was a couple of them he was talking about that. Oh, this guy King kills me. I only seen 2 of his videos and that was enough for me. Yeah. Yeah, that is just pure entertainment value. That's all his channel's for. I can't find the episode about the horny lady Sasquatch on the Kane guy's channel. Yeah, if you get on there and search it, like female Sasquatch or something like that, you'll see it. Barry says, in between a rock and a hard one here, Lockbeard. Anytime you want, I'll answer any question you have about 168. I'm going to lurk. I'm leaving in a few to ride some backwoods. Cool, man. Have fun. Have fun. He rode one off on his Bigfoot. Oh, shit. Timmy says, I don't believe him, and the way he did Bigfoot Explorer was sorry as hell. I don't think I know exactly what you're referring to there, Timmy. Barry says, hello everyone I missed. I'm sorry. It's a bit disheartening to hear something you were a part of called shit. Not calling it shit, but there's some problems. There's some problems with some of the people involved. Not you. If I was good. I was glad to see Mogs trying to find the cause for the lights or the so-called orbs. I think it's very possible that there could have been something else involved there, but again, I haven't seen the actual footage myself. So part of my problem is with Carrie and Zasky. Some of the ways Carrie's been conducting his channel, I don't like. And Daniela, of course, bad news. I know a lot of people think she's just the nicest person ever, but I think these people may be just not allowing themselves to see how much of a vindictive psycho she really is. Sorry. Raptor says, Timmy Boy, I understand. I wondered that myself several times on Squash Talk. Lockbeard being a skeptic is easy, just saying. Well, I mean, I'm reasonably certain Sasquatch is out there. The science I sometimes talk about on here actually explains what most people would call the spiritual. So the possibility of some kind of spirits out there, that the lights may be, is not beyond the realm of possibility. But we'll see how 168 turns out. But there's just some warning signs to me about some of the people involved. And again, not you or most of the guys that were out there, really. All right, Barry. Well, thanks for dropping by. Tom Paul Cajun says, the clearest pics of Bigfoot I have ever seen were on Bama Bigfoot channel, and now they're gone. Huh. I wonder why. Daniel says, I get it that some may be able to blend very well, but going full cloak may be a stretch. Yeah, I'm not prepared to. Just because some people think they saw that doesn't mean that's what really happened. So they may be mistaken. And of course, some people are going to get all bent about that. How dare you question what I say? Well, I'm sorry. Do you have any evidence for what you say? Do you think it's impossible for you to be fooled? To be mistaken? We can all be mistaken. So what are you going to do? I am not, some people may say, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to question. No, the question needs to be asked. Where's the evidence? I'm not going to just accept every account that people give, that's what happened. They could have been mistaken. Some of them can be straight up lying. I don't know these people. They could be straight up lying. I was just supposed to accept what they say? Hell no, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Icon says Bigfoot would have to be hairless to do the chameleon thing, I would think, anyhow. Yeah, they have a whole explanation icon that they think it can cloak like a freaking predator in the Predator movie. The only cloaking I see is people's videos disappearing on YouTube. Yeah. Barry says, I've never seen one cloak. If you watch Dodson's sighting in Oklahoma, you get a good taste of how one blends as soon as it stops moving. Yeah. Yeah. You know, if you blend in pretty well and you don't move, man, most people ain't going to see squat. Tons better, cowboy. Great. Lester says, I believe you guys did some awesome research. I think there were a lot of guys down there trying to do some real research, but you had snakes in your midst. You know. So I don't know. We'll see what they got on camera. I mean, at the end of the day, as I've said before, you know, I'm not going to just accept any kind of camera evidence as real, like solid evidence of anything, because stuff can be faked nowadays. And if someone's making a lot of money off their Bigfoot operation, they may be willing to spend the money to do a real good fake. So, I'm not saying this is what happened. I don't know. You know, the full details of 160, as far as I know, hasn't been released. But, you know, a bunch of guys out there that are legit may have seen something in the woods that looked real. And it was real, but it may have been a real guy in a suit. And really good suits can be done now. All right, Sandra, thanks for dropping in. I was getting ready to put a midget prostitute on the screen anyway. Oh shit, I said that word. You know, a lot of YouTube videos that do have that word in the title even, but they still might get uppity about it. Who knows? True, Barry, just like a deer would in the woods until you see that tail flicker. Yeah. Daniel says, yeah, I get that, Barry Brandon. I would have been bitten so many times from snakes had not someone else point them out because they blended too much. Yeah. Timmy says Patrick is intelligent but very lonely. He fills his life with the Bigfoot stories, and if you watch him track, it's not how a third generation tracker tracks. Vindictive what? I was trying to clean it up. Danny. I mean, you know, deleting all of old boy's shows because of a misunderstanding. I mean, seriously. I mean, doesn't that hurt her channel? I mean, she was so like pissed off about that. I mean, they talked about it on Squatch Talk, or yeah, Squatch Talk, and maybe another one. Very much appreciated, Lester. Raptor says, have a good one, Sandra. Next show tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Yeah, I'll probably be there. Unless something keeps me from it, I'll be there. Yeah, Nikki Cologne has a new show, Squatching Cowboy. Hairy Man, Hoaxes, and Hoodwinks. I keep forgetting the time. It's in Mountain Time, 6 o'clock Mountain Time, I think it is. And yeah, she's doing a new show. The Mountain Time's throwing me off on that, but Facebook group is Bigfoot Weekly, she says. I know that they're there, and I saw one with Sasky 20 or 25 feet away. I bet the picture looks like a blob squatch, but it didn't in person. No cowboy, just will be in chat. Oh, I see. Would be great to see you. Hey, VPXM, what's up? Welcome to the chat. I can understand as well, Barry, to be fair. Let's see. Yeah, join Nikki's group. Yep, I'm looking for you now. Yeah. It's gotten pretty wild, some of the claims out there, Icon. Dana says so many pics that blurred that are real or hurt, but ones whose only interest is to capture an audience with purpose blurred image. Yeah. Tom says to VPXM, not as pissed as I was when I first got here. Lockbeard lightened my mood. Well, you're welcome. I hope I did. Computer problems, but real close now. Did the clocking saying come from UFO Bigfoot crowd? The cloaking saying? I don't know. With Barry and Mark Newble and Mogs witnessing, it's hard to not trust it. I'm not so much. I ain't gonna go into it right now. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'm downloading Steinberg spectral layers elements. And we're using to capture these fuzzy images. Sony. They need Ken Wheeler to get them straightened out, Icon. I thought they were talking about the eyes could do the cloaking thing with the blue glow. Man, I don't know. The Macarena. And one of them I do the Macarena. Brandy has a video also. Lester says, I agree, Lockbeard, to stand by those pics he shared and called Pat a drunk was uncalled for. Yeah. I can only believe in what I see or experience. I don't know about all the other drama, and I'm not looking to hear it. Cool. I get it, Barry. But, the drama's there, and certain elements are causing it while trying to claim that people who speak up or ask the hard questions, they claim in the other side's creating the drama. No. We want proof. We want honest investigation. We don't want hoaxers, and we don't want liars and thieves, and we got some of those in this community. So to say that we calling out hoaxers, liars, and thieves are the ones causing the division, that's like saying, the cop arresting the murderer was the one that created the problem. It's ridiculous. Flat Rock Booger says, Retro, I think they're saying whole body portal stuff, I guess. I just let that talk in one ear and out the other. But let them have their opinion. Yeah, they can have their opinion. And over here, if I think they're full of shit, I'm going to have my opinion that they're full of shit. So, but see, they don't like that. They'll probably try at some point to do something to my channel, just like they tried with Pat's channel. you know, it's so much. Where do I catch up? What show? Well, I don't know if it's just one. It depends on what specifically you're. There's a bunch of shows. A bunch of stuff going on. Dana says when I hit my second million, I'm gonna get some equipment and go into the. Your second million, shoot, you got 1 million. You can do a lot now, a lot more than people like us that scraping together pocket change. I have to start a channel or show to get my side out. You can, or go on somebody's channel that has guests. A lot of people are having a problem with Bigfoot Odyssey right now. I'm just saying, if you're on the side, it's unfortunate, but there's a bunch of different sides, right? There's a bunch of different factions in the Bigfoot community. I'm on the side of where no tolerance for hoaxers, bullshitters, liars, and censorship in the chats. If you go to Bigfoot Odyssey and you ask a hard question of one of their guests, they will ban you. You say you do anything that's slightly they see as slightly disruptive, they will ban you. And yet Zasky can come on screen and drop F-bombs. Carrie's a goddamn hypocrite. I mean, there's no mincing words about it. He's a goddamn hypocrite just for that one. But so if you want to go on there and say your piece there, I mean, do it. I don't, it's your business. But you've got some information now. That there is a pretty good portion of the Bigfoot community that have a problem with Bigfoot Odyssey, and Bigfoot Odyssey is going to blame them for all being assholes for one reason or another. But the real reason is Bigfoot Odyssey. So, I mean, use that information how you will. Why don't you? When I do begin filming in the swamps, I'm going to speak with a French accent, but that's in the far future. Please do, yeah. Those cheap asses need to invest in Fuji bodies, preferably the G-Series media format. You're probably speaking French to a lot of them, except maybe Matt. Matt probably knows exactly what you just said. Yeah, start a channel if you want, or go on another channel, but I have to type to talk about it. It's a losing battle from the beginning. Bobby's here. Welcome. Flat Rock says they're not blurry pictures. We're just smoking too much weed. Tom says, yes, but Bigfoot vibrate at a different frequency is why you can't get a clear photo. So I have been told recently, and they know this. How exactly? They don't know. They're just coming up with crap, and then if you question it, you're being a prick or something by their reckoning. Get a new laptop. Maybe I will. Cowboy is going to have to give me some pointers. Oh. I'm getting attacked for asking. I got attacked for asking, yeah. I have enough drama here at the post office, Bobby says. The Flat Rock, that is the truth. Mr. Lee, for as far as I know, it has not yet. It was promised to be out before now. My understanding, people were promised hoodies as well that they didn't get, and I don't know. Something's up. Something's up. But I'm drunk and I forgot to load the batteries. Danny says, yes, Barry, go on Moke's channel Tuesday night. Anybody can. We will all be watching. Go for it. Go for it. Lester says, I love to hear Bigfoot encounters, but don't tell me they are all real encounters on these storytelling channels. Tell me they are made up stories before you read them out. Same as hoaxing to me. Yeah. You know, they want you to act like everything that these people say is true. You know, label your channel as entertainment only. But if you're trying to pass off all this stuff as true, then you that's a problem. I type in my story. Let me tell what happened and get it over with. You can type it while I'm telling it. That'll work for somebody. I haven't seen you in chat in a while. I'm thinking the same as well. Raptor says, Lester, I agree. I've said this for years and I've gotten kicked off channels and blocked. Yeah. Yep. Hoodies. There's been a hoodie hoodwink. There has been a hoodie hoodwink. Lester, 10 years ago, you could believe most of them, but you are correct. As time passed, I started questioning a lot of them. Some sound like they're regurgitating old material. Only joking. Yeah, be careful, Mr. Lee. Icon says to Tom Paucation, if they vibrate at a different frequency, it should be all that much easier to capture them on film. Aerochrome would be the best way to go. I need to show some little entertainment. That's what I titled this thing. Squatching Cowboy says, a guy messaged me a few weeks ago and told me about his encounter, and I told him I could come out the next day and never heard from him again. Indeed. So what kind of little people entertainment we got? Where's all the tension coming from? No. If you participate in something and that something is criticized, then you may take it personally when it isn't really personally about you. I think that may be a degree of what's happening. Y'all remember this movie? Yeah. Before they redid it and it wasn't anything spectacular. The Ether. Yeah. He's mad about the Matrix movie. Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm mad. I don't know what they're going to do with it just yet, but some things don't make sense about it. This was a funny scene, kind of. This is a pretty cool scene, where they attack the house of ill repute on Mars, and the little person prostitute has to get ugly on these suckers. Yep, that was funny. Mr. Lee, no tension here. Got two ladies and palm leaves cooling me down as we speak. Could use some of that. Okay, Dave, it's 12:30 here. I'm crashing. Have a good night. Good one. Good night, Beard of Knowledge. Thank you, man. You too. The mention in bikinis. Tom Paul says 3PO. Some people get pissed because you ask them a question. Yeah. Did my sound just change for y'all? It should have. Hopefully it wasn't too bad to start out. BPXM says, Mr. Lee, I heard tons of stories, but honestly, I only seen that one classic Bigfoot clip reanalyzed to death, and nothing actually new. Yeah, make me laugh. Yeah, boot that out of here. I don't know if they actually used a real little person actor for this character in South Park, but Cartman kept giving him shit, and the guy finally got fed up, and as you know, Cartman's always the most inappropriate person. If there's a way to be inappropriate about stuff, he does it.
Barely! No matter how you act, I can rise above it. Rise above it! Get it? Shut your fucking mouth! Mr. Nelson!
Yeah. South Park, yeah. South Park's hilarious. They do a lot of good work calling out some of the bullshit with our political climate. I mean, Cartman was being stupid, though, with that guy. But, whatever. Whatever. The South Park, Matt and Trey are awesome, yeah. You pick some Russian footage that looks like a Sasquatch on a mountain throwing a huge tree. Yeah. He's hanging like Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Now, if y'all don't believe that thumbnail picture, get ready for a surprise. They did this show about this little person who went into stripping.
I first started dancing when I was 19 years old. An agency reached out to me and they said, would you like to join our company, travel the world to different clubs and make money? And at 19 years old, I was like, hell yeah, of course.
Here I go!
You know, and that's kind of how it all started. I didn't choose this job, I was asked to do it.
Yep. Was that too much? Shit. Oh, heck yeah, honestly, the Russian footage looked real. Yeah, it looked pretty interesting. Did you see the one where Cartman was trying to get semen? Yes. Yeah. It's funny when they were trying to explain to the chef what happened, and he was getting them like alternative identities and plane tickets and stuff because he thought they all took turns. Can't say the R word, but to their teacher, he thought they took turns taking sexual advantage of her and then murdered her. He thought they needed to go into hiding. It was hilarious. Maybe Lockbeard can show it. I couldn't find it. Maybe sometime, Mr. Lee. But Brett says, Tom Paul, I do hate that. If you experienced it, you should be able to answer questions about it. Yeah, but you're not allowed to. On Bigfoot Odyssey, they've banned some people for asking too many hard questions. Lester Taylor, thanks for the video. You can pay to see it. I went to high school with a chick that looked like her. Maybe that was her. Now, people think little people are oppressed, right? They think they're oppressed, but as you're about to see, they may be the biggest oppressors of them all.
My name's Jeremiah Jones, and I'm proud to be a midget. The only thing more intense than my midget pride is my hate for tall people, or as we like to call them, biggers. Small power! Small power! Small power!
The midget supremacist movement started in the late 30s, protesting and spewing hatred for anyone not of their size.
Our ancestors have been fighting this battle for years.
Segregation was strictly enforced in public restrooms and at water fountains. Even food was segregated. In 1989, the organization doubled in membership after the cancellation of television's Webster.
This organization is by far the most diabolical we've seen in history.
We're the master race. God made us in His image.
My name's Todd Olson, and I had a run-in with the midget supremacists. It all started when I moved my family into this little town. From the minute we moved here, I noticed that something was just not right.
Oh no, we don't serve your kind. Get your bigger ass out of here. It seemed like the whole town was against us. Get out of the car, boy. Get to the back.
What's the problem, officer?
We don't want your kind living around here, boy. Just stay right there. I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson.
That was the last straw. I called a meeting with the mayor. I've been harassed, called names. My wife was called a bigger lover.
Well, that's not as bad as getting hit by a chair.
I had been hit by a chair.
Now you have.
Yep. It starts there. And one day they will take completely over and change the world, and it may look something like this.
Thank you, son. If you're easily shocked, please turn away.
Yep. That's what's going to happen. Come Mississippi and go boogering. It's a long way for me to go. We got some real good areas here in Oklahoma. But thanks for the invite. Daniel says, question should be asked, was I sober? Do I usually see Bigfoots while drinking? Is Elvis still alive? And who killed? Yeah. I used to work with a midget. We called her the poison dwarf. Why? Put you up and feed you while you're here. Well, thanks for the invite, Barry. Oh, damn, chat jumped on me again. Yeah, the supremacist. Look up Bridget the Midget. Oh, good time. Damn, I'm drunk. Human chihuahuas. Copying from another had. Daniel says, copying from another I had one time. I hung him in the rearview mirror for a few years and he cussed and cussed and cussed. Huh? Thanks, man. It is always a good time, is she? A small cops. Maybe I was dreaming. But you know, some of them guys with short man syndrome, give them an inch, they'll take an inch. Yeah, that was Willow, Mr. Lee. That was an awesome movie. You know, it's too bad they couldn't get the dragon, the two-headed dragon. You know, the limits of their time, I guess, with the technology. But it was a cool movie. That redhead chick, damn. Well, I'm glad I could help, Tom Paul. Now y'all are going to think I have a midget fetish. I will not confirm or deny. Barry says, you're not going to them. You're always on here talking to us. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've been in the woods and in the mountains so much in my life. And, you know, never seen one, never seen a footprint or anything. I don't think that going to some other place where there's Bigfoot is necessarily going to change the outcome. I mean, a lifelong non-interaction with Bigfoots, and we have them here. I mean, supposedly. There's been sightings all around in these parts, and I've been to the Appalachians. Now, I think I was being watched in a certain location in the Appalachians. But I was looking for gold. I wasn't looking to push my limits with whatever was watching me. Could have been Sasquatch. And I turned around and left. So, you know, I mean, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say that. Well, if you just go to this other place, I'm like, no, I haven't got time for all that. I don't got the money to go, you know, Bigfooting and across the country, you know. So either I'll see them or I won't around here. I think there's a very strong possibility that they could be on this very piece of land I'm on right now. Lots of dense woods, creeks crossing all through here, Arkansas River that way, just about a half mile. wild hogs in all the areas surrounding here, but for some reason we haven't seen any sign on this property. So for some reason they're staying off of this property. We don't know why. But and we don't know about some of the neighboring properties. Could be the same for them as well, but there's just no reason why there shouldn't be. There's even a freaking deer feeder back here in the woods. No hogs. They're in areas all around here. So why are they not here? So, we could just speculate. Maybe there is some Sasquatch back in there, and they're every time a hog wanders anywhere close, they eat it. It's possible. I have zero evidence for that. I just don't understand why there are no hogs coming on this property. So them shorties are bad to the bone. I've been backed in the corner before. Couldn't run, but couldn't stop laughing, which is why I tend to keep the wife mad all the time. Oh, hell. He won't confirm or deny I'm dying. A midget fetish. There's nothing wrong with a chain that has a little kink in it. Daniel, you sound like a true man. Barry Lockbeard believes in Bigfoot. Yeah, I think they're actually out there. I do. I'm not 100% certain they are, but I think they are. You gotta go to Bigfoot Patrick. You gotta go to Bigfoot Patrick. Yeah, he says he's had a lot of encounters. Or at least he thinks he has. That could be a possibility, because how do we know that, how we know a witness isn't having hallucinations, especially when they see the thing just vanish before their eyes, if they saw something that was in keeping with every other creature on this planet, okay, it walked by, it was chasing a deer, no, you got people seeing, they just disappear. In some cases, people say they disappear or they went into a portal and stuff. Either that or that's the point where your hallucination came to an end. We don't know that, and you can't get mad at us for not accepting your story. You don't know that you saw a Bigfoot go into a portal. You don't know that. You thought you saw a Bigfoot, and you thought you saw that Bigfoot disappear. But you need to, before you start expecting people to believe in portals, how about proving portals exist at all? Can you do that? Or show me any other animal on this planet that can just vanish before your eyes. Everything swims, runs, or flies away from you. Nothing. There's no other creature, no other example of something just vanishing. So you want us to just believe that, no, it's more likely you're having hallucinations. Then there's a race of hominids that can just vanish or cloak or jump into a portal. I'm sorry. When you start talking about that stuff, things have just crossed a certain line into unbelievability. That's just a reality, and you can't be getting mad at people because they won't accept it because you said so. And you're certain that's what you saw. I'm sure you are certain you saw what you think you saw, but you would be if you were hallucinating. Oh, shit. Gonna beat up a little person. I know, Mr. Lee, I'm messing with him. I have to be the peacekeeper, I guess. I'm not used to that. What, yeah. You're responding to Mr. Lee saying, I believe in Bigfoot. Yeah, I think they're there. Blue Eyed Northern, welcome. Haven't been on so much, been out of town, just got home a bit ago. Hope you are well. Yeah, doing all right. Doing all right. Why don't you go on Monk Show Tuesday? Yeah, tell your story. I'm just saying, dude. Look, a lot of people feel Zasky is a hoaxer. When I see the guy on screen, he just my radar goes off. This is a guy I cannot trust. So if you saw something with him, how can you be certain he wasn't taking his hoax game to the next level? And he had someone working with him in a suit. You know what I mean? You can't do... You could be completely legitimate, but if you're going on an expedition with a hoaxer, you know what I mean? You're about to become a victim yourself. And so don't get upset, you know, if people are criticizing the expedition. They're not criticizing you. They're criticizing the expedition. Because it has someone like Zasky on it. So, you know, he could have fooled everybody there, and he's the only one in on it. Doesn't mean you were in on it. It would just mean that he was. So, and since I already, as I said, video is not good enough anyway. You know, video is not good enough anyway because it can be easily faked. It can be, and made it look very real. There's been plenty of instances where they found a video that looked, people thought it was real, but it turned out to be a hoax. And so you may have thought you saw something, and it may be possible that it would have been that it was faked. I'm just speculating that may have happened. I don't know. All I know is I do not trust Zasky, and he's a peddler and pareidolia. Everybody knows it, and so I don't trust it. I don't trust the entire situation. And since Carrie seems to be, you know, buddied up to this guy pretty good to let him just drop F-bombs on his show when nobody else can. You know, kind of, it just makes me wonder what's the relationship there? What's going on? Something's not right with Bigfoot Odyssey. So, you know, something's not right. I might do that, Mr. Lee. Barry, missed you. Camp out. 5 pounds heavier today. Barry, I would like to hear what you have to say. And Mogs is your buddy. Yeah. See, Mogs is actually trying to look for an alternative explanation for the lights. So, yeah, go on his show. Talk to him about what you saw, if you can. But just consider that if you think you saw like a Bigfoot on that expedition, were you truly close enough to determine if it was real or not? You know, could there be a guy in a suit? Can't make myself watch all the videos from it yet. My money does. Money does what? Icon says a Bigfoot disappear into a portal. I think the acid would be kicking in at that point. Yeah. Yeah. Joe Parker says, made it back today. Hi, guys. Hello, Joe. Welcome. Right on portals can't even be explained by the best scientists. Yeah. You know, I think it's kind of telling that a lot of them get extremely upset if you challenge that. You know, I mean, Duke got all bent at me, because I was challenging some of the stuff he's saying. How in the fuck does he know there's multiple kinds of Sasquatch if we haven't even got one specimen on the slab somewhere? You can't fucking know that. You have to study a bunch. You have to have some real scientific study of a species to determine, okay, are there different varieties and stuff like that. If you only got one specimen, you don't know shit then. And we don't got one. So we don't know shit. So Duke, I'll say it right now, that he is therefore exposed as full of shit. Because he's stating it as a fact. Oh, there's these different kinds. Got this, and got the Janasquas and all. Dude, you don't know any of this shit. So that discredits everything you say, pretty much. And did he ban me from his channel? Fuck yeah, he did. How dare I challenge all his bullshit? Too much peyote can make you see a lot of things. Did between 80 and 90 all the way back, camera down. Dave says, that's my point, Lockbeard. Say what you saw or what happened. If you have questions while telling the story, then ask the whys and what's right, and allow the audience to ask as well and get info. Yeah. Yeah, ask the questions. Ask them. Hell, I question Old Bear. Yeah. From what I've seen, Old Bear needs to be questioned. Oh, did I say that? Barry says, he had no idea we were going to that spot. I took him there, so I'm going to go out on a limb and call BS. You chose the spot, and he didn't know it was going to be a spot. So that helps. But could you have been followed? Did he have a location turned on his phone? You know what I mean? There's ways. There's ways, but let's see what 168 shows. So like Cowboy, where's Iblis? Let's talk flat Earth. Oh shit, man. When we left, more trees fell on the side of the road. I think he believes that he thinks he's catching Bigfoot, but he's drawn red circles in trees. When he said he killed 3 Bigfoot. Tom Paul says he fell off the edge again. Please, no. That was a flat Bertha. Timmy Boy says DDoS thing got me banned twice. Booted twice. Yeah. Yeah. We need to keep bringing... why they delete it? I don't think they deleted every single episode that Pat was on, but they deleted most of them or something like that. Somebody needs to clarify. I don't want to spend that much time thumbing through Bigfoot Odyssey shit. And I checked today, I think, to see if DDoS episodes, because I've been saying stuff about this, maybe they got a clue and took the DDoS episodes off of Bigfoot Odyssey. If you're going to take Pat off for that stupid, ridiculous reason, you'd think you would take DDoS off of there, you know, as a matter of principle or something, but he's still on there. Uncle Bones, welcome. Joe Parker says 35 sightings, 3 kills. Thanks more than 99% of the thanks more than 99% of the nation. Yeah, someone starts saying they killed them and they don't have any evidence. Yeah. We all tried to look for other explanations of the lights. Remember you're questioning that cowboy. I remember you questioning that cowboy. Question. Always question. It's a 175-yard shot at the woods. You can pull a lot of shit at 175 yards. Lloyd says, I don't believe a word that man says, cowboy. Yeah. I didn't watch too much old bear stuff. I've seen enough. Just saying. How you doing? I think we had a great group at your campsite, Joe and Pat. Icon, here's a question for you. Why is everyone overthinking the abilities and functions of a creature in nature? Nature is simplex, period. Because it's become a religion for them. Just like the flat earth religion, it's become a religion. And so the thing has become a mystical, magical spirit being. It turns into orbs, or it uses orbs, or it jumps through portals, or it vanishes. It's a spirit. Hell, Gary Johnson can jump on here and start telling us that they're demons or Nephilim or some bullshit like that. These guys, some of these people have never heard of Occam's razor. Simplest explanation. If it's there, it's probably just a hominid of some kind that's good at hiding. No magical powers. It doesn't talk to you psychically. Some people think they talk to them psychically. I think they should go get tested to see if they're schizophrenic. You just roll it out, please. Please roll it out. Because not everyone has that experience. Maybe your mind's playing tricks on you. Anyway, it's become a religion. There's some people it's a Bigfoot religion. So they're just coming at all this magical stuff. It's a whole phenomenon of itself. I so agree with you, Lockbeard. Call them all out. I'm trying. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. Oh, shit. Thanks for the support, Blue. Timmy says, would anyone here have a known hoaxer on your Bigfoot show like Cat Hansen? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to do guests on Lockbeard Phenomenon. You know, if it'd be a good development once I got the internet capability to pull it off without any problems, because right now I do not. But I wonder if I need to say, look, I'm going to mail you a form, you're going to sign it, you're not going to pull any bullshit. Because if you just open up the cameras and let anyone jump on, you'll end up someone tried to jump on Squatch Talk and show something extremely inappropriate on the camera to try and get his channel shut down. You know, somebody was upset enough about what was being talked about on Squatch Talk to try some bullshit like that. So I would like to rewatch that, but I think he took that live stream down. I'd like to rewatch it. I want to see what the name is. I want to examine what they were talking about leading up to that point. Maybe we'll see some clues as to why and who might have been involved in that scenario. So, yeah. And whoever did that, they definitely need to be exposed. That was some serious bullshit right there. So, I don't know. And so, if I do have guests on, you know, would I have a known hoaxer on? I don't know. I don't think a known hoaxer would want to come on. Because, you know, if I know they're a hoaxer, what are they going to say to me? They're known to be a hoaxer. Are they going to apologize and admit that what they did? Is that what they're coming on for? I mean, I don't see what it would accomplish. You know, someone was saying, well, why don't you call Biscardi, and talk to him. I'm like, why? We know that these were hoaxes. I mean, he can claim all day long. If he examined that body in that freezer and didn't and couldn't tell that that was a mask on some animal guts, then if he didn't know that, he's either so woefully incompetent that he is completely worthless to talk to. You know, he just is, or he full well knew it was a hoax and participated in a hoax. So either way, I mean, he's not worth talking to. Not worth talking to. But he's been exposed, and that's the point of talking about it. You know, to let these newer hoaxers and liars know that we aren't forgetting about the hoaxes of the past, and we're looking for the new ones, and we're getting our guard up. We're not going to be taken anymore. Hopefully, Fox News doesn't just let some dude come on there. I mean, they're practically accepting it. Oh, he's got a body there. He's going to let us see it. They were practically accepting it. No, you don't bring the guy on until you see the body, and you have a doctor or somebody, a scientist, look at the body and confirm that it is what he says it is. Yeah. Why is everyone overthinking the beliefs? Yeah. Oh, you're agreeing with Icon there. Memories forever. Camp with the best folks. I talked to like a dick. Joe says, yep, Joe drove 10, 12, 14 hours to be talked to like a dick. We were under the impression we were in it together. What are you talking about? Who he drove hours to be talked to like a dick? By who? I already go to the next camp out. I'm falling right behind in the chat. All the wacky stuff just doesn't make sense. Yeah, y'all just need to hug it out. Flat Rock, hopefully down where Joe and Pat are. Now there's some wisdom. Carrie acts like a dick. Yeah. Daniel Lundy, the Taps interview had me in my chair, but then the second one of the same guy showed me how gullible I am. I really believed it at the first. I've seen wacky, so I agree with you. Some things just can't be explained. I'm here and on many shows for an explanation. You should have heard him at the Squatch Out. Who, Carrie? Was he being a dick at the Squatch Out? D criminal, yeah. The pics that were the best thermals ever were so awful to side with that over Pat being nice as he questioned the pics was in very poor judgment. Oh, you're talking about LA Swamp Ape and his bestest pictures ever, and I guess the MIB were involved, and they had to alter it because you can't know what the technology is and all that bullshit. With Daniela sitting next to him, surprise, surprise. Old Bear says those things 30, 35. What about Sonny Vader's recent video? I haven't seen it, Mr. Lee. Wait a minute. What happened on Squash Talk with somebody doing this, and what episode was it, please? Wait, what? Wait a minute. What happened on Squatch Talk with somebody doing this, and what episode was it, please? I think it was on July 16th. Sometime during the show, Pat was letting, he had the link or whatever, and people were coming on, and someone was coming on the screen and tried to show something inappropriate. I didn't know what it was, and it seemed like nobody wanted to say exactly, or they didn't know, and I was told today that they were trying to show their bits and pieces on screen. So, something that could get the channel shut down if they succeeded, but Pat, managed to shut down the stream quick enough. And, yeah. Bear's Indian name, he who speaks highly of himself. Yeah. Quit changing the subject, Mr. Lee. Icon says, Achios has it. Mr. Lee, Achios has it. It turned into a religion. Shameful. It's like the cult of quantum. You can't quantify that which has no quantity, but an epic amount of BS can be made up to explain nothing. Yep. Krusty SF. Yeah, what Icon said. Hoaxers will not go on legit shows that ask questions, serious questions. If there is a show that asks serious questions, that's why I like Cowboys. No BS way. Yeah, hoaxers like so-called Dr. Johnson, who went on Bigfoot Odyssey. There's another indication for you. Johnson would not come on my show because I'd tear him apart with his ridiculous load of bullshit. But he went on Bigfoot Odyssey. Yes. Because Bigfoot Odyssey does not care about actually getting to the truth. They care about clicks, views. That's why they had that guy on there damn near, it was losing his mind on screen, crying. That should not have fucking happened. That was bullshit. You don't put a guy on screen who is having a mental breakdown over the issue. you don't do it. But Kerry doesn't give a fuck. He just wants views. There's plenty of indication that he's not really in it because he cares about discovering the truth about Sasquatch. He's trying to get those clicks, man. Look at his chat now. You know, how many you got? If it isn't a wrench, it's got a $sign next to it. So many people have been banned from the chat. The majority of a normal chat would not look like that. It just wouldn't. It's because they've banned so many people. Wants to come over and show you around town. I need to try and catch up in this dang chat. Timmy says, but would you be open to it if I had the listeners? I would not let a known hoaxer speak to my listeners. Tex and I had it out for 25 messages back and forth because he had Cat Hansen on crazy to me. Oh, you talking about Trinity Paracryptid? Yeah, me and him had a little bit of an issue too, and I have been banned from that channel as well. But they're peddling in some bullshit over there. I don't want to get into too much about it, but they're peddling in bullshit over there. And I saw a portion of his show the other day. He said, we got to ask the hard questions. Come on, Tex. Come on. Seriously. Like I used to like watching their show. I mean, they were fun to watch, even though, there's some problems with that shit, with their agenda is over there. They got an agenda. Yeah. Lockbeard, can we get Steve Ishtal on your show? Well, I don't know about on the show, but I don't know. If my email inbox keeps filling up so fast, I might need somebody to read my emails for me. I might call him for that. Joe says, "Come on, bring your wallet." I forgot to unload the truck when I got home, and there's rain coming. Be right back. Cool. Only joking. Joe Pass thing. I'm going to leave it at home and just you pay for everything. About right. Initially, I have a bunch of his minions pissed at me. Who? Steve Ishtal's minions? I don't know how he got to be so popular. All he's doing is reading emails, and poorly. And poorly at that. Uncle Bones, why? Sonny Vader is a big hoaxer. Old Bear, small penis or a big clitoris. You on again, Lockbeard? You got stamina. Well, I wasn't quite ready to go to bed, and so I decided to get back on. Welcome back, Hiveless. Bone says, you look on his community feed about cop needs a new job. Hiveless B, all right. Mr. Lee says that was legit. Nice one. Okay, I used to watch Steve all the time, not so much now. Yeah, I was for a while there. I was watching him a lot. It's interesting to hear his stories, but a pattern starts to emerge. I watched what's the other channel where the guy has a real soothing voice and he reads these encounters and stuff, and then he reads some that are just stories, but how many of these emails are coming from the same person? They're just, what their motivation is, who knows? How many of these emails are just people that just want to make stuff up, and they're just writing. It's based on what they've heard, you know. So some people might say, well, see, this confirms it because these 10 people said the same thing as that person, or these 10 people heard what that person said and they're just repeating it because they want in on the attention or whatever the hell motivates them. The fact is every single one of those emails that Steve reads cannot be confirmed at all. We have no way of knowing if any of them are true. He talks about he likes to let you know, oh, this is a serviceman or is a ex-military or is a cop. These things that imply legitimacy to get you to like accept what he's about to tell you. Well, we don't know that the story came from a military man. We don't know that. He's just claiming it, and he's reading emails, and you know, if he's just getting that information from the email, that person could just be claiming it. Steve may not even know. So it became pretty apparent to me that the channel had zero value. We're not going to learn anything. He's just reading emails. And so, you know, I don't know. We're just not going to learn anything. Unless Joe wants to go shopping. My first duty as a new channel, I'm going to ban Lockbeard. Yeah, join the crowd. Uncle Bo says, Mr. Lee, you check it out. I too watched him, but he is getting too holy. His crap at narrating. I can't get through the emails anymore. Yeah. Well, he probably, you'd think at some point he'd start proofreading them so that he'd know, okay, I'm going to run into problems. A lot of people can't write at all. So I might need to go through and fix it up a little bit, make it readable. I don't watch him, Barry says. That's what she said. It's not his stories, yeah. Say, Mr. Lee, 2 minutes and I move on. Tim Boy says the real text showed up. The thread is still up. It's backpedaling at its best until the claws came out. Fake people suck wee-wees. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much I want to get into some of my issues with that channel now. I mean, he's got his dogman encounter that he claims. I don't know that it's true, you know. I don't know that it's true. Yes, but I do know sub and keep an eye out. Yes, but I do know sub. Flat Rock Booger, Tom Paul Cajun, hey man. And he talks shit about people, but that really go out and search for Bigfoot. Hi, what's the channel? Flat Rock. Every time I played Steve Ishtal's show, my girlfriend would call him a douchebag. It was very amusing. I suppose you would have to be there. How often does she get to see you? Hylas, you had some fooled with your accent, not me. Yeah, Hylas. You had bad timing, Hylas. Normally after the Lockbeard phenomena, most everybody there is going over to Central Florida Bigfoot channel for his show. So sorry. I've just subbed. Let's see. Do I have anything else? Did y'all ever watch a TV show called House? Total voice reveal just for you. That's okay. How? Yeah. Yep. Sorry. 10 hours a day at the moment. Did you watch House? Yeah, I used to love that show. Anyway, so if you watch it, you may know what clip I'm about to play, or what episode the clip I'm about to play comes from, considering the theme of tonight's show. It blew. Daniel says, I liked House except when my friends try to act like him. Yeah, well, you're not supposed to act like him. Just watch and see what he's going to do next. Good night, all. See you next. See you, Timmy. Thanks for coming. Yep, Little Flirt. Yeah, in this episode of House, for those that don't know, House is like a doctor, but he's got issues. He acts very inappropriate much of the time. Anyway, in this episode, mother and her kid, both dwarfs, come in to be treated. The little girl's there to be treated. They're not sure what's wrong with her. And House specializes. He's a diagnostician. He specializes in figuring out the hard cases, the hard diagnoses that other doctors can't figure out. And so he's trying to figure out what's wrong with this little girl. And anyway, House being House, everything he's saying to them is kind of inappropriate. I'm not sure, but probably next week. So anyway, actually, about much of the episode was hilarious, but this scene in particular.
Saw in the file that her dad was normal sized.
It's average sized.
Compared to you, I'm sure it was huge. So did he have a fetish, or did he just fall in love with your long-legged soul?
He grew up in the circus. Said I reminded him of home. Seems like you're the one with the fetish.
Certainly curious about the logistics. You stand on a table.
House. Pretty much he laid flat and spin me.
Mom.
So, Abigail, you want to hop up on the table for me?
That's gonna be tough.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me give you a boost. Stop treating her like she's 5. Just bring over a stool and let her climb up herself.
Mom, it's okay.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
She also hates Jews.
I've dealt with worse. Being different, you get used to people's idiocy. Still beats the hell out of actually being an idiot. What?
Care to go for a spin?
See, I thought I had sleep problems fixed by waking up at 7 a.m. There were lemons. Miss Lee, you're always on YouTube. That's why I was asking. How about the She Squatchers? New evidence? Well, well, you know, She Squatchers came up, I think, on the last Random Live because they were on, you know, a certain fairly popular Bigfoot channel And I was reminded, I actually had seen this video a long time ago. Yeah, I need to not say what it was. Anyway, yeah. I think I need to hold back on that one right now. Not new evidence necessarily, but on the show the other night, she's talking about talking to animals and remote viewing, and gave no demonstration, no proof of these claims whatsoever. Just allowed to say it as if it was true. Some people were just eating it up. Well, remote view for us. You can remote view. You say you're better than the other ones at it. Well, just give us a demonstration. But as every single time you try to push someone like that to prove they have some excuse why they can't. Some reason they can't do it. So a lot of times it has to do with you. Well, you're not open. You're not truly open to it, so it won't work for you. Okay. Winner, chicken dinner. Cheers, man. I checked on my video. Still says 98%. Damn. Oh, you're trying to upload it? Did the sound come through on that last video all right? The house video? Yeah. Sounds legit. Daniel says, if I told my wife to cut peppers for prepping while I watched this show, does that make me such a bad person? I try so hard to be nice to people. I don't know. That video came through alright. Used to love House. Yeah. The question, the She Squatters, wasn't that the Moonlight Group or something? All Raptor says, question the She Squatchers, wasn't that the Moonlight Group or something all women? I'm not sure exactly. I mean, it's all women. Miss Shirley says, Cowboy, as soon as I get today over with, my family's coming for lunch. Gotta cook for 9. Don't forget talking with animals also. Yeah, talking with animals. She asked a chameleon to let her catch it and promised to let it go. And we're just supposed to believe it. I mean, I'm open to the possibility, but look, if you're going to make extraordinary claims, you need to present extraordinary evidence. And, psychics will always come short on that. They always come short on that. They can't provide the evidence. That's why they never do. So while I think there's room for the possibility of some of this stuff out there, I just haven't had anyone able to prove shit to me. So I invite them to bring proof. Bring it. Do you know my email? Go to my channel, it's on there. What's ya cooking? Mr. Lee says, Lester, I tried to talk to my dog after that. And she understood every word I said. Sure, she did. Daniel says, "What's the deal with the boogie's glowing eyes?" I mean, I thought animals' eyes glowed in the dark, but naturally, I question. Well, yeah, there's been a few people say that the eyes are. They try to claim it's not just eye shine, that it's bioluminescence, which doesn't make any goddamn sense. If you have bioluminescence in your eyes, it's going to interfere with your eyesight. There's no other animal that demonstrates that kind of thing. You have eye shine, but there isn't an animal out there that its eyes are bioluminescent. It doesn't. It just tells you this person was having some kind of hallucination, or they're making some shit up they think sounds scary, or some really good drugs or something. I don't know, but it just doesn't hold water. It doesn't make any sense. Show me one animal out there that just has bioluminescent eyes. And there's some things that are like totally bioluminescent, but not something that's, especially like a mammal. Especially in mammals, and this is supposed to be a mammal. So, yeah, it's just ridiculousness. It's either a lie or they were seeing shit. Dreaming, hallucinating. You know, the wife's been poisoning their coffee with drain cleaner. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with the story. Pulling all the hooks out. Only ever saw animal eyes glow in the dark with light shine on them. Yeah, it's just eye shine. But some people say they see eye shine in Sasquatch, and there's been some that have said that the eyes actually had their own luminescence and were glowing like some freaking demon out there. You know, so it's gone down the realm of ridiculousness, and it's probably someone lying out their ass. Or there was a light source they didn't realize, and they're just real bad at judging what the fuck they're seeing. You know, they barely know what's right in front of their face. I mean, I don't know. Something's wrong with the story, though. Raptor says there was a group about a year ago, Moonlight Watchers, something. There was a bunch of women, didn't know if they changed their name. I'm not sure about Raptor. Ask Old Bear, he knows. Old Bear knows, huh? Alligator said red eye shine. Yeah. Yeah. Eye shine, not bioluminescent eyes. Which is what some people tried to claim Bigfoot has. Or even Dogman and stuff like that. So it's just eye shine. If they saw glowing eyes, it was eye shine. But I question their story entirely in most cases. Mr. Lee says, Cowboy, I got your email. Roast beef and chicken, honey glazed carrots, Brussels sprouts, Yorkshire pudding, long stem broccoli, roast potatoes, and mushroom peppercorn sauce. Dang, Mr. Lee, 5-course meal? Look, all I need is a steak. You can keep those sides. You know, freaking broccoli and carrots. Broccoli and carrots is what my prey eats. So that's not what I eat. I will eat broccoli and carrots on a rare occasion, but I'm actively avoiding eating those kind of things now. After what I've learned, you don't want to eat them. You don't want to eat them. Yeah, that's out of control. Mr. Lee, you're making too much work for yourself. They'd probably be happy if you just gave them a bowl of ice cream. Why would you have glowing eyes if you want to stay hidden? Yeah, there's another one. There's another one. I think some people want to portray the idea that there are these evil demonic entities and or something like that, instead of just, it's just another type of people out there. I guess that's too boring of an answer, right? There's just this other race of people. They live in the woods. They are very xenophobic. They don't like to interact with us because we freaking kill everything. Humans are assholes. Everything we find, we kill. I mean, not every individual does that, but in general, I mean, shit, we about wiped out all the damn whales on the planet. As soon as we figured out how to jump in a boat and with a spear, we damn near wiped out a massive, gigantic animal that roams 3/4 of the planet in the oceans, which was not really accessible to us before we went out there with a couple of simple tools. I mean, that's just insane. We're a horribly destructive animal. It's an accident of nature, I think. We got just intelligent enough to be dangerous to ourselves and everything else on the planet. If we wiped out all the whales, and we've already made a lot of things extinct, and if we keep on the way we're going, we're going to end up making about everything extinct, and then we won't have anything to eat, and that's going to be a little bit of a problem for the long-term survival of humanity. But I think it's just, if someone says they have glowing eyes and they insist that they're glowing eyes, that's just a big red flag to me. This person's either lying or they got a mental problem. They're making some shit up where they got mental problems. Red eye owls also shine red with light source. Yeah, with a light source, red, eye shine. Gooseberry pie, the last of the gooseberries from my garden. With light source, the key. Yeah. Eye shine I could buy. Glowing eyes, I can't. Are you talking about Ladies of the Moon? Perhaps he is. Not sure exactly who Raptor's referring to. And cheesecake, of course. Alright, now you got my attention, Mr. Lee. Cheesecake. Raptor says that Lesser, I think so. I don't remember. I just remember Moonlight was part of the name. Correct, Uncle Bones. That's the only way any animal eyes shine. Did someone say cheesecake? Yeah, I heard that too. No, keto today, Lockbeard. But somebody needs to figure out how to make a good keto cheesecake. And then step back. Daniel Lundy, I went out to see a squatch, but then I got high. I went out to shine me a squatch, but then I got high. Oh, you heard that song. I saw me a squatch with glowing red eyes, and I was high, That's one epic meal, yeah. Raptor is it Sisters of the Moon? Yeah, probably. What Flat Booger said at Flat Rock, I think so, but I'm not sure. Did they change their name to Sister Sasquatch or whatever they're talking about? She Squatchers? I'm not sure. Hard to keep track of all this. Yeah, let's be pot noodles for dinner. Pot noodle? Don't know. Not even. I'm on a keto. I am on keto and avocado I don't know how people eat avocados. I hate them myself. I'd like to see the woolly mammoth make to come back. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. They're trying. They are trying. And I think it needs to go the full 9. You know, there were vast herds of woolly mammoths back in the Paleolithic, and humans used to hunt them. And I think we need to try and bring back a hunting, a culture surround them and have it. It needs to be like because eventually have enough of them that every young man has to go through the rite of passage and take a woolly mammoth. It was so important to our ancestors for many thousands of years to be a great hunter, and nowadays, most people aren't even hunting at all. We've definitely lost something and stepped out of the natural order, out of our nature, and we hunt our meat at the grocery store or on a restaurant menu. That's not how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be a true predator, and we need to bring it back. Take down big, dangerous game like a woolly mammoth. So yeah, I want to bring them back so we can kill them, but we won't kill them all. We'll manage them just like any other natural resource, any other prey animal. I've heard the name, and that's all I know about them. Flat Rock says, yes, Mr. Lee. Raptor says, at Flat Rock and Lester, thank you. I wasn't so sure. I don't remember the name. I was on a live chat and got blocked that day. See? Let all the blocked people come here and experience a chat where you can say whatever the fuck you want. I ain't gonna ban you. I mean, unless you come in here being a true troll. Like a true troll. Someone flooding the chat, calling just dropping N-bombs. I've seen that happen in 2 different paranormal community channels. Someone come in there and every time the account they would block that account, and then they come in with another one and another one. They kept coming until they ran out of accounts, I guess. They would post the same comment like 5, 6, 7 times from that account before they got blocked, and it'd be just some horrendous attack, all caps, calling people the N-word. Now that's, block that. They're totally disrupting chat and preventing people from having conversation normally in chat. So that I could get, that's a real troll. But hell, Truth Seeker was in here the other day and called me a dumbass. I didn't block him or her, whoever it was. I did what had to be done. They were upset about me talking about Wes Germer hoax. So naturally, the next Lockbeard phenomena was all about the Wes Germer hoax. And every time they come in here all pissed off about shit like that, I'm probably going to respond like that. You don't want me talking about something. The best thing to do is just go away. Don't say anything if you don't like it. You come at me, I'll come back 3 times as hard. But you won't get blocked here, Raptor. Well, okay, Lockbird, you say glowing eyes are bold, but who's that behind you then? Nice try. Or she squatchers. Well, there was the Sisters of the Moon, and there's the she squatchers. if there was something behind me with glowing eyes, what could I really do? But I'm pretty sure I would have heard the van door open if it came in. Now, occasionally I have those doors open, and if you hear anything going on back there, it's that dog jumping in because she's scared shitless of the storm coming. Gotta go. Good night. All has been fun. Good night, Lester. Yeah, it's just a matter of taste, Hiveless. I can't stand avocados. Actually, your problem, right? Worth a shot. Only in guac. Yeah, if it's on my plate at the Mexican restaurant, oh damn it! Now I gotta go to a Mexican restaurant tomorrow. It's on the plate with a dollop of sour cream, and there's some pico de gallo, and I'll mix all those together and with my refried beans and rice and make a big mess out. I'll eat guacamole like that just to not waste it, but I don't really like it. See you around, fella. Raptor says, is She Squashers and Lady of the Moon two different groups, or is it the same group with a different name? Maybe somebody has the answer. I'm not really sure. Meredith, sitting here and just realized I hit the like button. Forgot to say hello to everyone. Oh, I'm okay. Well, hey, it's okay, Meredith. You okay? Man, I love homemade guacamole. Hello or good morning, Mr. Lee says to Meredith. Hi, everybody, and I love House. Yeah, that was a good show. It was just one of those times where somebody like come up with something that just hit the mark. I kind of feel the same way a little bit about NCIS. Like, I didn't like any of those kinds of shows like that, and for whatever reason, one day I caught NCIS and was just hooked. I liked it. Mark Hallman was awesome. Denoso, like, I can feel you, Denoso. Like, so many times I've used a movie reference to try and convey an idea to someone, in a real short. You just say the name of a movie, and then, if someone says the name of that movie to me, I understand this concept that you could spend, paragraphs describing just with the name of the movie. And he would do that sometimes in the show, make those movie references, and know his pain, when someone doesn't get it. Like, I've never even seen that movie. What do you mean you haven't seen that movie? Yeah, House is a pretty cool show. As he pops his perks, yeah. Yeah. As Lockbeard said, Mr. Lee, they're trying to clone the one they found in the ice in Siberia. There are some pictures of a somewhat hairy elephant. Oh shit. You gonna get that going, are you, Squatching Cowboy? Everyone watches your show. Some just don't admit it. Well, cool. Squatching Cowboy, he knows it. Not. It's not Cowboy. My triangle, that's the final word. It's a triangle now. Now we talking, Joe. Flat. Got to stir the pot. It's a triangular It could be triangular and flat. I was watching one of those debates, the flat earthers debating on the Modern Day Debate channel, and the person arguing there was one of the people arguing for the globe Earth. As he was talking about it, he was calling the Earth round, and then the flat earther would say, "Well, of course it's round." But, and I'm like, dude, you know what he means. Stop it. You're wasting time in a debate. Look, we all know what he means. When he says the Earth's round, he means spherical. Stop harping on that word. But he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop. He kept on harping on it because he's not there to he's just trying to disrupt. He didn't want to actually, talk about the subject. He wanted to harp on stupid things like the guy was using the word round instead of sphere. And the flat earther was like, it is round. It's flat, but it's round like a coin. Okay, dude, but you know what he's saying, so just leave it alone. Everybody knows what he means when he says round. Actually get back to the debate. So this guy is like troll, straight up troll. He was troll. He wasn't trying to have a real debate. He was just trying to disrupt. This is why House was the man, plus saving lives. Yeah. Yep. Cuddy. I didn't like that. They had that whole sexual tension between them, and then she ends up, not even having his kid. They should have done it, Get Lockbeard going. Cowboy Teehee. Gotta wake his ass up. Definitely about done for. I've run out of little people videos. I don't have any more pulled up. Yeah. All gone. Whoops. All right. Hiveless is finally here. He's been here for a little while, Icon. What happened to you? Flat Earth has been brought up like 2 or 3 times so far. Who's the midget? What, the one on the thumbnail? I don't know her name. She was in a kind of a documentary about her life as a stripper. But I just wanted to show the shocking footage of her working. Didn't really care about her story. Little people think the Earth is flat. If you want to get Lockbeard going, unblock him from Bigfoot Odyssey when Mark Zasky is on. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. They don't want to talk to me though. I had to clean out the back of my pickup before the rain got here. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Rain, go away. Just changing my YouTube pic. Sub me. I did a live stream, very epic. Mr. Lee and Bones was there. Yeah. Thank the stars you're here, man. Zasky farted on Carrie's show, but that's child friendly, right? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, I always click not for kids on these, but you know, kids can find all this stuff online, and they curse words. They learn all those. If they didn't learn it from their older siblings before they went to kindergarten, they learned it all on the kindergarten school bus, and all the nasty jokes. And yeah, Bigfoot Odyssey is not protecting any kids from shit over there. Just not. Bone says, I've seen her hook up with Captain Kirk on that lawyer show, Boston Legal. Live stream initially saw her. Who's? I don't know. I watched a little bit of Boston Legal, but I wasn't able to keep up with it. Like, I wasn't able to watch it all the time. Was it, you're fine, she hot for a mini-me? Yeah. Well, see if YouTube thinks this stream was offensive or something. I said, look, the actors chose to take the roles, you know. I think everyone's going to be surprised by how good 168 is. Carrie's just trying to warm us all up. Well, I guess. Damn, what's a fella got to do to get Lockbeard pissed? Oh, I don't know. At the moment, I'm kind of hungry. That's all I can think about right now. Hungry and tired. The short girl you showed before, Lockbeard. Like which one? Like the stripper, the prostitute up on the bar blowing everybody away, or the one on House? Ignoring me isn't going to make the flat humor go away. Hivus. What? No soup for you. If it wasn't so far to go to the nearest town, I'd be on my way to Taco Bell right about now. I'm getting pretty damn hungry for some reason. Meredith says, Reverend Donna Shapira is pretty damn accurate with the Doomsday Cult mom and Letitia Stouch cases. Check her out. What in the world? Who's that? I don't know what. I have no idea what you're talking about. Icons. Didn't see that. Thank the luminaries. What? Hivus says, I was worried you fell off the edge when you didn't show up earlier. Bone says, the one on House hooked up with Shatner on... Oh, yes, I think I remember that. So, where House failed to seal the deal, Captain Kirk... Of course Captain Kirk sealed the deal. Of course he did. Reverend Donish, my what? My dogs reflect the color red, and we call him a rodent. He is a Chihuahua, all white. Huh. Icon. Iva says, "Icon, no, I shoved the gyroscope up my ass, waiting for the angular velocity to change. It didn't. What the hell? Damn video is stuck at 98%. Shit. You might have to let it stew overnight or something if it's taking that long." That's a long time to get this be stuck at that percentage. You have a Sony ass? Sounds like it. Donna Shapira. I don't know who that is. I'm spelling it right. The internet. Yeah. Oh, I see. Psychic Reverend Donna Serafina. Never heard of her. Let's see. That is elite knowledge, he says. Cowboy, sounds like your computer froze. May have to restart. Gotta try to crash. Y'all be good. You too, Daniel. Thanks for coming. Have a good night. We probably aren't going to miss anything. We're probably going to go ahead and quit here in a little bit. So how goes it? Ashley says, Cowboy, and you got the same problem as Carrie. Maybe you need a new computer too. So you said, let me back up here. Reverend Donna Shapira is pretty damn accurate with the Doomsday Cult Mom and Letitia Strauss cases. Check her out. I pulled up her YouTube channel here. I don't know. A psychic's going to have to prove themselves like directly to me. Every psychic I've ever encountered, the things they say can apply to most anybody, so they're going to get most things right, you know. Or they read you, or they judge you by the way you look. I mean, it's just, it's just like horoscopes. The things they say are just so broad and general that it's going to apply to most everybody, and then when it doesn't, people just kind of let it go. So yeah, I don't think I've met a real psychic. There were women's on my stream. Was that surprising, Hyveless? Actually, damn, now I'm hungry with no Brussels sprouts. Everybody cooks Brussels sprouts wrong, by the way. And boil them, and then you gotta throw some freaking butter on them or something to get them halfway. You need to get you a pan and put plenty of butter in there and throw them Brussels sprouts in there and just stir fry them until they're almost black. like really dark. Don't be afraid. You know. And then you've had Brussels sprouts. You may want to throw some onion in there at some point along the way. And was they whamming squashes? Sasquatches? No, they were real whammons from Penny Bunny Channel. What the hell? The Scotch Cowboy says, I have no trouble uploading a 30-minute video, but this first one is an hour. Huh. Bacon? Yeah, bacon help. Bacon makes everything better. I've always been disappointed with BLTs at restaurants, though. They don't seem to understand that you need to actually put some damn bacon on that sandwich. If you bring me a sandwich with 30 slices of bacon on it, I'm not going to be displeased. I'm going to be very happy. Do it in 2 parts. Can you? So you think he needs to upload it as a 2-parter to make it work? Icon sees no. Bubba says to Yukon streamer that has pet bunnies. Huh. The rest are 30 minutes. Well, y'all. I think we're going to need to wrap her up. Icon says they need to put more bacon on the sandwich and actually make it crispy. Yeah, that's another problem. They don't necessarily. There'll be something will go wrong. Like it might come out chewy or something. And I mean, it's not that I don't like I used to make like put the bacon in a pan with a whole bunch of like barbecue sauce and just simmer it, and it would be just this soggy mess of fat and bacon meat and barbecue sauce and just it was fucking awesome. There was nothing crispy about this. It's almost like a bacon version of pulled pork, I guess. But I like my bacon good and crispy. If they can do it right. A lot of times they screw it up. Good night, everyone. Flat Rock says, love you, Miss Pat. Later, cowboy. Yeah, thank y'all for coming. I'm going to go ahead and shut her down, and we'll see you next time.